Hey romance readers, it's Jewel Quinlan. You're catching me in the raw today because we were at the pool and I didn't have time to dry my hair or do my makeup because I had to put this video up at 7, so the usual time when I post my videos. And but it helps me because, you know, I'm not so worried about my outward appearance today, just getting the message out that I wanted to. And today's all about the day that I sat down and really wrestled with the fact that I could be single for the rest of my life. As a lot of you know, if you've seen the rest of my playlist, this is my own personal happily ever after. And I'm 50 and I'm getting married for the first time in a couple months, end of August. You know, first and last time. But there was a time where between, I want to say my 30s and now, that I really had to sit down and think about the fact that I could be single for the rest of my life. And that was hard. I'm going to say it was difficult to come to terms with the fact that, you know, I may be coming home and having dinner alone, mostly, for the rest of my life, cooking for myself, doing things by myself or with friends. That's a hard pill to swallow for anybody, especially if it's been your dream to get married since you were a young child. And for me, like as a romance author, reading romance from a young age, it's one of those things in life where it's everyone seems to think it's just like a fact. You know, you're going to get married, you're going to have kids, all these different steps that are going to happen. And then it doesn't. And it doesn't happen like at the same time that other people have it happen. And then you start to feel like something's wrong with you. But there isn't. I'm gonna preface that with that fact. There's nothing wrong with you. Or in my case, that's the talk I had with myself. I was watching, I don't know if you guys are fans of Bridgerton. I'm gonna bring up Bridgerton because I'm watching it. I'm a big fan of Jewel Quinlan and I read all her books in that series, and I love especially the story of Penelope and Colin because, you know, Penelope wasn't perfect and she struggled also with the fact that she may be a spinster for the rest of her life. And seeing it on the screen the other day, you know, people saying, hey, Penelope, it's your 3rd year out trying to find a husband. And, you know, it's almost like, how dare you think that that's ever going to happen? Like really just, you know, her own family bringing her down. Like, how dare she think she could attain what everybody else has, right? And there was nothing wrong with Penelope at all. And there was one scene where she's sitting by on her seat at the window, and you could almost see it. It's like trying to figure out, you know, what is wrong with me? I try to be a good person. I'm nice. I'm kind of shy. I'm a little, you know, fuller figured than other people, but, you know, shoot, like I did that one time. Like I was at the mall and I'm looking at all these couples walking hand in hand, or, you know, people who are obviously married and they weren't supermodels. You know, none of us are really, if you think about it. And all these couples come together somehow. So, you know, when you get into your 30s and your 40s and approaching 50, like I am, you start to wonder, like, what the heck? And, you know, a lot of us work very hard to be good people with high integrity. And I said, you know, there were a couple times, I thought back in my life, and there were several times, you know, I was engaged in my 30s. I could have gotten married. That didn't work out. But there were other times where I could have continued down the road, but it just wasn't right. And for me, I'm not able to just, you know, so many people were like, well, that's how it is when you're married or in a couple. You know, there's gonna be a lot of fighting. There's things that aren't gonna sit well with you, blah, blah, blah. And like, I couldn't accept it because some of the pairings I was in, it really was like a shoe that just didn't fit. And I don't know if some of you can relate. And it's like, how do you go through your life wearing a shoe that's too tight? I mean, it's just annoying on a daily basis. So I just couldn't do it. And then, I don't know, the man I'm engaged to is my complete opposite, but we actually fit together very nicely. It's crazy how much harmony there is between us. And I just want to say that it is possible to find someone who compliments you, right? Compliments you in the right way. Oh gosh, I can't even look at myself in the screen because no makeup, the light's not very good, my hair's not done, but I'm gonna make this video anyway because this is what I look like, and makeup helps, but this is me at everyday basis. And I just want to say, you know, some of us, you know, we don't want to settle, right? We're looking for the right person for us. And, you know, I'm glad that I continue to look for the right person, but also to finally accept and think about the fact that I may never find that person. Because honestly, it was kind of a relief. It was a relief to actually turn off the search function in my brain. You know, some of you guys know what I'm talking about, because as the years go on, you're continuing, every time you go out, you're at a function, you're at a club, you're at a concert, you're at a party, you're constantly like, maybe I'll meet that person here, right? And actually it was so nice to finally turn that off and be like, I'm here for me. I'm just here to have fun. And I'm not trying to accomplish anything other than enjoy myself, period. And that in itself was very nice. And to be like, you know what? I have complete freedom in my life, and I'm just gonna enjoy this. I'm gonna enjoy where I am, no matter where I am. And I try to do that in any phase of my life, really. Just enjoy the ride. So that's my personal journey. I'm gonna stick to it. I wanted to make this video to encourage other people, or to share with other people, you know, just some of the reality of being single till you're 50. And I can't say it's all been bad. I've had so many great, wonderful, unique experiences in my life, meeting really cool people, traveling, you know, doing what I wanted to do. And I mean, that in itself is a really cool journey as well. Rather than, you know, you go through school, get married, have kids, you have the job, you've got all the standard things. But, you know, some of us want to take a different path, and I was one of those people, and that's just me. So anyway, that's my 2 cents, and hopefully this was entertaining or encouraging for what it's worth. And I appreciate you guys. Thanks for coming and checking out my channel. Bye.